Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. We're bastards and we're gits. We're wankers and we're shits. But sometimes that is just one word that absolutely fits. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. A fact that any Catholic won't deny. I once shagged my girlfriend's sister. My gran's dead. I've never missed her. Ooh, what a cunt. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes.
Seriously, Steve, fuck off.
Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. See the beggar passing by, make a kitty cry. You're in your father's will, when's he gonna fucking die? Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Don't say you're not, you cunt, because that's a lie.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You are a cunt. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
Give him a cunt, says Dad. Cunt. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. We're bastards and we're gits. We're wankers and we're shits. But sometimes that is just one word that absolutely fits. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. A fact that any Catholic won't deny. I once shagged my girlfriend's sister. My gran's dead. I've never missed her. Ooh, what a cunt. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes.
Seriously, Steve, fuck off.
Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. See the beggar passing by, make a kitty cry. You're in your father's will, when's he gonna fucking die? Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Don't say you're not, you cunt, because that's a lie.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You are a cunt. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
Give him a cunt, says Dad. Cunt.
She started off observing. She kept to herself her wording. She saw the need for a friend indeed to all of those deserving. She travels the world through your eyes. She listens and sometimes cries. She wants to know what makes you whole and cares without disguise. According to Leanie, she welcomes you here. A laugh, a song, sometimes a tear. A friend, a foe, a stranger. Your life story, your moments of glory. You're sad, you're happy, your dreams and your worries. She wants to know the ins and outs of all of you here. According to Leanie, according to Leanie, she welcomes you here. A laugh, a song, sometimes a tear. A friend, a foe, a stranger. Your life story, your moments of glory. You're sad, you're happy, your dreams and your worry. She wants to know the ins and outs of all of you here. According to Leanie, she wants to know what it is all about. According to Leanie, you're welcome here while we all just figure life out. So sit back and yak, smile and laugh, have a couple or two. Leanie is coming on right now and she welcomes you. Let's hear life according to Leanie.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning, good evening, good day. I hope everybody's doing good. 13 people. We should have 13 likes. All right, let's go. No, I don't know. But if we don't, please do. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Pink Fan. Good morning, Jamie. I hope you guys are well. Anne's Place, hello. Hello, my friend. Zara. Listen, that tune, in the States, women get pretty offensive over that word. And I don't. It's probably my second favorite word, but I will only say it like, if I don't know, I say it. And it was so funny when Maggie and I started talking away from YouTube. I was trying to be respectful, but shit comes out of my mouth and then I become leany and I tried to hide that word because I didn't know how she felt about it, but I can't help it. Sometimes I say it and I started to say it, then I covered it real quick. She said, "Leany, were you going to call me a cunt?" I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't help it. It's what I do with my friends. And we bonded over the word, you guys, because I didn't know that, in England, it's not as offensive as it is in the United States, I guess. So, Mags found that song and that video, and she sent it to a couple of us. And I asked her, please put that on YouTube, and she had already done it. So there's that. I thought it was hysterical. I can't help it. I have a very wicked sense of humor. Good morning. Good morning. So, hi, Zara. How are you, Love Bug? That's your theme song. I love it. Didn't know it was your theme song. Nathan, hello. Lulu, Coey girl, Coey. Thanks everybody for being here. Hope I don't get a copyright too. We'll find out pretty soon. They don't usually take too long to send me out what I need to be sent out. That's for sure. Aussie True Crime, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Just so you guys know, as a heads up, and I will remind you guys before I shut this thing down. I will be doing I will be over at Anne's Place tomorrow, in the morning at 8:00 Australia time. Australia. Doing an interview with Anne. She's the only person I've ever agreed to do an interview with, and probably the last. So, yeah, I need to put that on my community page just to remind people that that's what we're doing. I'm super excited about hanging out with Anne. I'm good. Thank you, Nathan, for asking. I'm very well. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you for being here. We should have 13 likes, do we? Oh, wait. Let's go. Let's get 13 likes. I'm worth 50. Where's Melly Joe? She's late. She's going to need a note of explanation for her tardiness. That is correct. That is correct. Sergeant Joe, you messed up your word there, love bug. I'm not a slave to anything or anyone, but I will be your lover. I went for that you did not. Oh my God, you did it, and you did it. I cannot imagine. That sounds like the worst horror movie ever. I can't believe you did it. Oh my God, you guys, Anne had a shot in her eardrum. That's the thing that horror movies are made out of. That's the kind of stuff that they do to like get information out of people when you're a prisoner of war and stuff. Oh, that gives me the hibby jibbies. I can't believe you're a legend. You're a legend, and straight up legend. Wow, you're a tough ass. I love you too, Jamie. I hope you're well. Kaz, hey sister, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. One every second day for 10 days. Oh, no. Girl. I'd learn to read lips. Kidding you? Like, no. No, I get creeped out when the doctors put those things in your ears to look at your eardrums, see if you got an infection or anything. No, I didn't like it. You're a true badass. Wow. According to Leanie, was my slave a good girl today? Not going to be your slave, Joe. I'll be a lot of things, but I'm not going to be anybody's slave. I divorced that Joe. I divorced it years ago. I will gladly spill the beans if they won't inject again. Wow, that's just crazy. It is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Aussie True Crime. All of you can drop your links in there, but that is Anne's channel. You guys make sure that you're subbed up to Anne and you hang out over at Anne's place when we go over there tomorrow. Holding thumbs for you, Nathan. 13 minutes, lover. Yeah, 13 tops. 13 minutes. I'm hoping it's over in about 7 or 8, Joe, to tell you the truth. But I mean, I'll go for 13 minutes before I'm just like, fuck it. It's probably not going to happen. Pink fan is doing okay. Stop. Wow. There's Melly Joe. Melly Joe, all I have to say, honey, is that Lulu says you're going to need a note. You're going to need a note. Anne says, Leanie, I swore at her in English thinking she won't understand anyway. Turned out she studied at Cambridge. Oh my goodness. Did something happen to Ozzy? Did something happen to your grandson? I didn't know. Hey. Hey, Newt. Hey, Newt. Sorry about that. 18 people here. I should have 18 likes. What up? I'm not even going to check because I just have faith in everybody. I have faith. Gotta have faith. Soon Grady goes back to the hospital tomorrow. What happened? What did I miss? And how did I miss it? That's what I want to know. And why is Melly Joe late? We will wait on Melly Joe's answer as to why she's late. Little Doughboy, hello. Hello, sweetheart. He burnt himself on Australia Day high pressure machine for a week, but it's healed great. Oh wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow, I'm glad he's okay though. That's terrible. Especially on a holiday. Goodness. How's everybody doing? Did you guys have a good day, evening, night? What'd you guys get into? Tell me something good. 19 people here should have 19 likes. Pretty sure there's 19 likes there. Grifting for likes and Botox people. Hello, TJ's work in progress. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. So I had some I've been MIA for the last couple days because I have been, you guys know when I'm MIA and you can't find me, I'm doing some stuff. And I put on my community post, which by the way is not called community post anymore. It's just called community. I mean, it's just called post. For a minute there, I thought, oh my God, they took away my community stuff. And then I figured it out, but it's called post now. I put on there that I had come up with 3 different projects that I wanted to do. One did get done this weekend. It took about a day and a half to complete it because I had to spray paint it. We framed the TV. You guys, if you look on Amazon, I'll kind of show you on I'll pull it up on Amazon what I'm talking about. They're like $800 to $1,200 for a frame for your TV. I was like, screw that. Because I've never had a TV on my wall. Now, my kids have had them on their walls when they lived at home, in their rooms and things like that. But in my living room, never had a TV on the wall. And I needed to do something different. I was going crazy in here. And so I just got to thinking, I was like, I think I need a frame. I'll put the TV on the wall, put a frame on it. It's going to be marvelous. And it is. It is. So that part's done. I've got 2 more things that I need to work on, that I want to work on. And then, Sergeant Joe, I just see what you said, you brat. Was the one time I didn't put pot handles in lesson learned. Oh, Aussie true crime. Poor boy. Thank God he's going to be okay. Lessons are hard. I hate having to learn them. I got a call today going through apprenticeship I applied for. Hopefully it goes well and I get the job. Yes, Nathan. Yes. So happy for you. Miss Barbara Smith, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. What was I going to tell y'all? Oh, I want to show you guys this really quick, what I did with my team. I'll put a picture of mine up on community post. Let's see. Boom. All right, so I'll just, this one looks good. Let's do this one. Mine's kind of like this one. It's probably not as fancy, but this is kind of like what it looks like. So can you see? Let me make it bigger. Oh, wow. Now I can't see shit but that. Anyways, wait, how do I, wait, that's just, okay, that was a little nutty. So this, I painted mine gold too. So we just basically, not we as in Beefcake made one of these. I told him what I wanted and he made one and I painted it, took a day and a half and it looks, let me just put this up here. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's really pretty. Anyway, so I framed the TV and I think it looks fabulous. So I'll take a picture of mine. You guys save yourself the $800 to $1,200 and make your own. It's crazy. And it wouldn't have taken that long. I mean, that was the very first one he ever made. Now he could probably just shit them out. Give me a second. All right. Nope. 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 So here's some cheaper ones that I found. Like you could do it if you just like white, you could do it. You could buy one cheaper. Now, the one that we made, you guys only cost about $40 to, not even that. It cost $18 2 times, so that's 36. And then the paint. Yeah, about 40. Yeah, about $40 to make it. And it looks like this lion one, probably more so. Yeah. Yeah. So but they're expensive. This one's 180. This one's 599. Um, do yourself a favor and make your own. This one's more like mine because it's got more of a detailed inside of it, the frame. So, I mean, this stuff is expensive. It's the new rage, people. It's the new rage. Anyways, so that's what I did this weekend. Then little Newt Staffer got sick, and I've never watched 50 Shades of Grey. I can't watch it, Sergeant Joe. My kids ruined that for me. I just can't watch it. I woke up yesterday and at 5:00 in the morning, and Newt had gotten sick in the living room. So I was like, son of a bitch. Pulled out the carpet cleaner, the vacuum. You know how I do. So I carpet cleaned mine and then ended up just carpet cleaning all day. So, and floor cleaning. So that's what I got into. That's what if I'm missing for a couple of days, it's because I have found something to do and I can't get away from it till it's done. What'd you guys do this weekend? You are the new rage, Leanie, my love. Oh, thank you. I'm a rager. I rage sometimes, not often. Not often. I like being the rage. I found out listen, I'm adding all kind of new fun stuff to my resume. I won't tell you all of them because they're highly secretive. But I will tell you this. Let me tell you guys this. It was rather shitty yesterday. No, it was today. Sorry. It's today my time, which was yesterday. Anyways, the time frame. It's all messed up. So I was supposed to go today at like 1:00 this afternoon. I had an appointment to meet with the plastic surgeon. I've been super excited, you guys, for 2 weeks to meet with the plastic surgeon. And I made an appointment. This guy he's board certified twice. His reviews were outstanding. I mean, beautiful, beautiful work. Because I want to get my eyes fixed. And I knew my insurance is going to pay for 6 years ago when I went right before COVID. I was going to get my eyes done and insurance was only going to pay for one of them. And I was like, no big deal. I'll pay for the other one, blah, blah, blah. Well, then, COVID happened and then all that got shoved away until recently. And I was like, I'm just going to go get my eyes fixed. They bother me. They don't bother, it's like wearing glasses. You don't realize you can't see until you start wearing glasses and then you take them off and you're like, damn, I'm blind. It's kind of like that. So it's not that I can't see. It's just because I don't like the appearance of them. I've got hooded eyelids and I want under my eyes, all of that. So taken out. Insurance won't pay for your under eyes, but they'll pay for the hooded eye to be fixed, right? So anyways, I was super excited. I was supposed to go today, and they called me yesterday morning to get all my medical history, all that stuff. I was super excited, gave it all ready to go. And I was like, hey, what do you guys need from me? I knew the surgery would be about 2 weeks out. And but I was going in to talk to the surgeon about what we're going to do, set up a plan and set up my surgery for it. And they're like, yeah, just bring your ID. And if you want to bring a list of your medications, but we already have them, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's great. I said, do you want me to bring my, I said, I'll bring my insurance card as well. And they were like, oh no, we don't accept insurance. And I was like, do what? And she said, no. She said, we quit accepting insurance about 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, then okay. And she said, but she said, we'll give you an itemized list. You can submit it to your insurance yourself and see if they'll pay for it. I was like, tell me about how much the surgery that I want is if I'm paying out of pocket. Y'all, it's over $9,000. I was like, well, who's got that? Who you think you're talking to? I didn't say, who do you think you're talking to? That would have been rude, but it wasn't her fault. But I seriously was like, well, who's got that? Because I don't. I was like, oh my God, I was so pissed. And I put how about this? I put a $50 down payment on it. I understood that because there are people that make appointments and then they don't come in. You know what I mean? I understand down payments. And they told me it'll just go towards your whatever, it'll go towards cost. And I was like, no big deal. So I did it. And then come to find out they don't accept insurance. And they're like, well, we have a payment plan. I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I want insurance to pay what insurance is going to pay, and then I'll pay the rest of it. I had to cancel my appointment for today. So now I got to go through the whole thing. It took me a whole 3 or 4 days to figure out which surgeon to use, because that's scary. Like, what if they screw up my face? It's worse than it is now. But so now I got to go back through and figure it all out again. But I had heard, so I talked to Mrs. Kravitz, lives over there in Arizona now. And I told her what had happened. And she's like, don't go to a plastic surgeon. She does Botox. She does, what is that stuff? Ketamine. She does ketamine. She does Botox. She does everything there is to do. And she's like, do not go to a plastic surgeon for that does just any plastic surgeon. She said, only go to a facial, whatever. And so now I got something else to look up or whatever. But she told me that like 1/3 of even the dentists now in the United States are not paying, they're not accepting insurance. You've got to file it all on your own. Well, damn, what are we paying these people for? Hi, Diamond. How are you, honey? Lena, your friends are encouraging my negative behavior. We like negative behavior sometimes. Today, me and Dr. Phil are going to go round up some illegals. Anyways, I'm totally bummed. I really wanted to do it. I was looking forward to it. I was going to have a surgery date and all that. Now we're going to start over because I'm not stopping. I want my eyes done. I want my eyes done. My dad got it done last year in the early fall. Y'all, his eyes look amazing. Amazing. And that's all I want out of life. I just want my eyes to look amazing. Let's see. I want to see something really quick here. Okay. Sorry about that. Has anyone seen the Tequila Donald Trump edit? It's simple but funny as fuck. No, I have not. What surgery do you want for your eyes? Blessed is some blessed fee or something like that. The hood surgery to open your eyes up more. That's what I want. And I really want under the eyes too, where it doesn't look so baggy. That's what I want too. Sergeant Joe, add Nancy Grace into the mix. Leanie will join you. Damn right. I love me some Nancy Grace. That dumb bitch. I love her. She doesn't know that she loves me either. But she does. She would. She probably loved Maggie more than she loves me, but that's all right. Maggie will get me in the door. There was something else I was going to tell you guys and I forget what it is. Oh, dammies. I forgot. 20 people here. We should have 20 likes. 21 now. We should have 21 likes. I trust you guys. I'm not even going to check. I'm not going to check because I trust you guys. I know you guys hit it. I'm good for 50 every time I go live. Where is my Maggie? She's had some more deaths in her family, you guys. I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not lying to you when I tell you she had 5 funerals to go to within this week and next week, I think it was. Crazy. I've read Sergeant Joe's comment. He said you missed it. Oh, okay, let me see. Lenny missed the Hunter comment. Hold on, I'm getting there. Is it way up here? Lenny, I was getting ready to call in for a welfare check. Miss Barbara, I didn't see that. Well, I appreciate that, Miss Barbara. I thought I had read all of his. About the collar, and then he said, you untied Melly Joe. Okay. Master Joe. All right, Master Sergeant Joe. That's really a rank. Well, you know that. According to will Mags be in tonight, missing her. Really hoping Maggie's coming. 50 Shades of Grey, I answered that. Can't watch it. I'm the new rage. Happy to hear it. Your friends are encouraging my negative behavior. Today, me and Dr. Phil are going to round up some illegals. I saw that. I guess I missed the Hunter comment, unless it was the Dr. Phil and you were going to round up the illegals. I saw that. I'll take Crisco and a pry bar to get you in the. Shut the hell up, Sergeant Joe. It probably would. And make sure you turn me sideways. I don't think it looks right when people get eye surgery that takes off extra skin on top of the eyes. You don't? Oh man, my dad's eyes look incredible. I mean, incredible. And the pictures that I've seen, and I worked with a girl who had hers done. It looks weird at first, but then it kind of settles down and settles the way and then it settles it instead of like a circle, because your eyes almost look like a circle instead of like elongated. But then after a couple weeks it settles back into the elongated. No, I hate you can't tell too much because of my glasses, but I can tell, and I hate it so much. I've always hated it. I just want other stuff done. I just want some plastic surgery. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Oh, it was held for review. Sergeant Joe Smith, Saturday night, I snorted Diet Coke off a stripper's ass with Hunter Biden. Well, if you're hanging out with old Hunter Biden, at least you're not going to jail. Probably. All my comments are being held for review. Naughty boy. Yeah. No, Pink Van, I really just want to, I'm being vain. I'm being really vain. And I know that, but listen, you guys, my oldest daughter's going to be 40 years old next week. Now that makes me feel old. Saying sometimes when I say I'm 55, it doesn't feel that old. I mean, it feels old, but because sometimes I think I'm still 30 and then I don't know who the person is in the mirror. Um, but now that my oldest daughter's gonna be 40, it just hit me. Oh my God, I'm gonna be walking around saying, yeah, my daughter's 40. Jeez Louise. So now I'm being all vain. I want my lips plump, not huge lips, don't get me wrong, not huge lips, but there's some stuff I want done. And I told Beefcake, I was like, I'm gonna need you to take out a loan. And I don't, is that, I guess that is plastic surgery, isn't it? I'm not against it. I'm not against anybody who wants to feel better. And it's not about anybody else. It's just to make myself feel better. Just a paper bag. Fuck off, Joe. Fuck off. My daughter is going to be 54 next week. Does that make you feel old, Miss Barbara? Not so much your age, but when you think of your kid's age, you're like, damn, how'd you get older than me? That's what it feels like. And then I look at her, I'm not lying to you. My oldest daughter, she probably looks like she's in her 20s. She's got the perfect porcelain, beautiful skin. She was never one to really tan. She spray tanned. So she took really good care of her skin. She's got beautiful skin. She hasn't worn makeup that much in her life, so she hasn't screwed that up. She just looks very young. My son is 41 and I look at him and I think to myself, this can't be mine. I'm way too young for such a big mom. Yeah, big man. That's what just got me. I just am like, oh my God, she's gonna be 40. It's terrible. I mean, I'm thankful, but oh, shit. 40, I'm too young to have a 40-year-old. My grandbaby, my oldest grandbaby, y'all's getting all 4 of her wisdom teeth pulled today. I come a senior citizen in a few days. How old is a senior citizen? My God, this is getting worse and worse. Now my friends are senior citizens too. This one needs some training. How old is a senior citizen exactly? I was so shitty, you guys, when I got that AARP mail. The minute you turn 50, I swanee you guys in the States. I swanee, it's here on your birthday or the day after the AARP. I was all kind of shitty. What? Senior is 60? I've got 5 good years left? Oh my gosh. That's terrible. I finally can see my dad as a senior, y'all. He's 80. He's 80. He's 83. Shut up, Joe. This is not 55, you brat. You're officially still 59. Wow. See, it's so weird because really, just in the last probably 3 or 4 years that I've been like seeing my dad truly as a senior. You know what I mean? Like an older man. I never saw my mom as that. Never. Never. Now looking back at pictures that people post about my mom, I think she does look older. I can see in the pictures now, the recent ones, that she, like from when right before she passed, I didn't see my mom even as that sick person, but I could tell she was sick in the pictures. I just couldn't tell it when she was here. But I mean, I never saw my mom as a senior. Elizabeth says, or get senior discounts, but you will be happy. But hell, Elizabeth, I mean, the senior discounts aren't even worth it anymore, right? Yeah, but you get free Macos coffee, so it's worth it. No, I want to make my own. Us in the US is actually 55. Shazam, I got 10 years. Anne is still hot in your opinion. Well, you would be correct. Wait till you hear her voice. Like how much? So you get it. Wait a minute. Getting a senior discount. I asked if they needed my ID. She said no. Kind of hurt my feelings. I think that would hurt my feelings too. But it also pisses me off when I go in to buy a pack of cigarettes and, these new stations around here that are like, can I see your ID? It just pisses me off because I'm just like, come on. It's more embarrassing that you're asking to see my ID because we both know I don't look like I'm under 21. So I don't know which one. I guess that would hurt my feelings too. It probably would hurt my feelings. Discounts? Really? Wait a minute. I thought we're talking about just going out to eat. Discounts are good. Cell phones for T-Mobile or other carrier dinners and banks. Okay, see, I had no idea about that. I thought it was just a senior discount over at the IHOP. I wonder if they do that here. Never noticed. If they do discount for seniors, I mean. Oh, see. Well, so you have to have a card? Oh, I did not know that. Oh, you do, Jamie? I don't. Well, now that I'm, even when I was in my 40s, I was like, your shit's not funny. Come on. And they're like, no, like we have cameras, they watch us. And I was, okay. Wow. Okay. I had no clue about that. I did know that your insurance goes down too. What's the weather like? Oh my God, it's been beautiful today, Nathan. It's been in the 50s today. I had all the windows open, the doors wide open. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. How's the weather over there? Is everybody else here in the States having great weather? I did hear that Washington, though, I think yesterday got some snow, though. If they do, then I will be willing to change my unofficial 59 back to the official 61. Oh, smart idea, Joe. Okay, see, I had no idea. It's beautiful in Michigan too. Yeah. 75 there. Can you believe it? In the beginning of February, usually we have an inch of ice on the ground right now. Oh, it's going to get colder? Well, right now it's what? Usually it shows on my computer right away. Wednesday. Yeah, it does say that it's dropping. But it's 36. Oh, it's 32 there. Okay. We're having hot weather the last 3 days. Tomorrow's going to be cooler. Oh man, it was so beautiful. Nathan says we're getting a sniff of sun recently. Was it are you Nathan, are you in Liverpool as well? Somebody was in Liverpool with Maggie. Who was it? I know TJ, Maggie. Diamond says now 32. Elizabeth says, Leanie, I can give you some good ideas if your email is on your community page, but what is it? My age is 55. Double nickels, Elizabeth. Did you get away? I didn't, Pink Fan. I went out shopping, but I didn't get to get on the road because I came up with 3 different projects that I really want to get done. And the first one was putting my TV on the wall and making the frame to go around it. So I got that done. But I'm glad I didn't because little Newt got sick this weekend, puking everywhere. I think it's because his dad changed his food. If it makes you feel better, you don't look a day over 90. Fuck off, Joe! I'm about 3 hours away. Okay, I wonder if it's been warm all over, or if the sun's been out all over. Took my dog out walking around when it was in the high 50s. It was so nice today. So nice. In fact, I didn't have a robe or all I had on today was just jeans and my sweatshirt. That was it. I still did have my boots on though. Gamble. What you mean gamble? And I'm on the phone, can't tag. No problem, Elizabeth. We're glad you're here with us. Wednesday, come here. I listened to the replay from last time I was on your panel. I sound like an old person in a creaky, weak. No, you don't. No, you don't. Actually, you have a strong voice. I don't ever listen to my replays unless I have to go back and look for something for somebody or for myself. And that's very, very hardly ever. But I absolutely hate listening to myself. Absolutely hate it. You sound drunk. Oh, and I think you have a lovely voice. I think you have a very calming, your voice to me sounds like when I want to cry, if I'm laying in my bed crying, I would want you to come in there and stroke my hair and tell me it's going to be okay. Lulu sent me a beautiful hamper gift full of chocolates. Oh, that's so nice. It's because your birthday's in 4 days. Well, to you, it's in, 4 days. Wednesday, what's wrong? What do you need? Wednesday. We have our own voice higher than everyone else does. God knows why. Ooh, it's going to be in the high 80s tomorrow. That's too dang hot for February. It's 100 million on the lot tonight, on the lotto. Wow. You Aussies, get out and get you a ticket, and don't forget Lainey. You do have that. You sound like that's the effect you would have. Because me, come over and hug you, and I'd be like, it's going to be okay, honey. And then I'd sit there for a while, and I'm not going to hang out with you in the Mully Grubs. I'm going to be like, get your ass up. You've got 20 good Christmases left. Let's go. You would fall asleep listening to your replays like I do. Sergeant Joe, I have been told that I put people to sleep. 3. Dave, fine. Hello, 3. Dave, punk. Let's see. First, it's fine. Now we're punk. Don't ask her to share. I reckon she ate them all already. She needs. What's a hamper gift, Melly? So is a hamper a basket to you guys? When I was about 12, my mom's sister would drive to our home and come fetch me to help her baby sleep, because I was the only one who could get them to sleep in 5 minutes. Kid you not. I believe it. Oh, wow. In the middle of the night, I'd be like, no, not me. Not your girl. It can be a box or baskets. That's what y'all call a hamper? Really? A hamper to us is Oh, see, a hamper to us, we put dirty clothes in the dirty clothes hamper. That's weird. I wonder if that's where we got that word from, hamper. For those of you that are in England, what is a hamper to you guys? Because if you say hamper in the States, we're thinking something you're going to throw dirty clothes in. I put my dirty clothes in a hamper, right? A washing basket is your hamper. Yeah, that is a hamper, a gift basket. Wow. So what do you guys put your dirty clothes in? A washing basket. Wow. You know, it's funny because even if it's a basket like sitting in your room, we still call it if that's where the laundry's going, we still call it a hamper. Isn't that weird? Gift box basically with a mix of it. That is so wild. Dirty clothes is a washing basket or a laundry basket. I mean, I think I've said laundry basket before, but in my family, we always just call it a hamper. We have gift hampers, decorative boxes with goodies in it. We give hampers at Christmas with treats for Christmas, a baby hamper full of baby goods, and we have laundry or washing basket. Me too, Barbara, but I wasn't going to say anything. She was picturing this tall hamper full of chocolate. You can hamper an investigation. Now, there's a different word. I mean, I've heard that term used like that as well. No, I've heard, tamper, not hamper investigation, but I guess you can. They all told me it won't grow here, but I am stubborn and mine is growing. Just need extra care. They're called shopping cart buggies too. In the South, they call them buggies. Here they say shopping cart. I always say, I don't know. I say both now because I've been in the North for so long. I'll say, I'm going to get a cart or a buggy. It just whatever comes to my mind first. But buggies are different. They don't say buggies over there either. Those are baby strollers. I don't know if you guys can hear Wednesday in the background. She's just crying and crying and crying. We call shopping carts trolleys. That's so weird. A trolley's a streetcar. Hamper means to hinder it. Oh, I did not know that. Wednesday. Hold on just a minute, you guys. Give me 2 seconds here. Give me 2 minutes. Prams are for new baby strollers. Oh gosh. I'll BRB.
Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. We're bastards and we're gits. We're wankers and we're shits. But sometimes that is just one word that absolutely fits. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. A fact that any Catholic won't deny. I once shagged my girlfriend's sister. My gran's dead. I've never missed her. Ooh, what a cunt. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes.
Seriously, Steve, fuck off.
Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. Everybody's a bit of a cunt sometimes. See the beggar passing by, make a kitty cry. You're in your father's will. When's he Don't say you're not, you can't, because that's a lie.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You are a cunt. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
Give him the cunt, says Dad. Cunt.
What happened? Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all, I'm happy to say I've got my the right earphones working so I can walk around and have these on at the same time. Come on. I'm not stuck to the computer anymore, and I love that. Three Dot Dave, are you going to say hello to me or not? I'm just curious. Just curious. Hold on. Hello, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? So, okay, thank you. She, when I steam cleaned Beefcake's carpets, and there's usually a litter box in there, but I mean, I steam cleaned the hell out of that bitch. It wasn't completely dry when he went to bed, and I can't move that furniture by myself. So there's nothing in that room. And I went in there and she's looking for a litter box. Well, she has one right in here that I just cleaned out yesterday. So I don't know what she's doing. So she was in there whining because she couldn't find the litter box. So I opened the back door and she got to run out. Loud and clear. Did you see the hamper? As gifts, I guess it's like clothes hamper as it's a box to hold it. No. Let me see. Look at that. So it's like it's a gift box. Oh no, this doesn't look like our hampers, honey. It's a gift box. That's what it is. It's so cute. Oh, and it's called Maggie Beer. Oh, how fun. Cocoa dusted roasted peanuts and almonds, lemon with white chocolate almonds. Ooh. Dark chocolate Belgian wafers, almonds and brittle, toffee brittle. Wow, that looks delicious. Beautiful. Hold on, I'm sending somebody a message. Y'all hit that MF and like. I just polished off a 5-pack of king size Reese cups. I had 2 last night. I've been off a chocolate kick for a while. And I don't know. I told bonus child I needed some chocolate. He went out and got me some peanut butter cups too. So oh God, they were so good. Dave's been staying up too late, so he's loopy. Smash the like button like everyone smashes Leanie. Yeah, right in the face. I'm eating lunch right here at my PC, so I won't be typing much for a bit. What you having, girl? Want to know? Want to know what you're eating? You know what sounds good as a roast beef sandwich? Doesn't a roast beef sandwich sound so good? See, she's starting it again. I don't know what the hell she's doing. I just had a Europe honey nougat roll. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? Let's look it up. Nougat roll. Oh, it's like okay. They're like breakfast bars. Gotcha. 40 grams. 40 grams. Good job. You won't believe what Leanie will do for chocolate. You won't believe it. Roast beef and gravy rolls. They real butter and salt and pepper. So good. That does sound so good, doesn't it? Sweetened carrots, rice, baked potato, and meat. What kind of meat? If you say lamb, I'm done. Can't do meat. When's my next? Every Wednesday, Pink. So tomorrow. So I'll start working on that again. I've been actually working on, I haven't pulled anything up yet, but I have listened to a couple of, I've been going back and listening to news reports and News Nation and stuff like that about it. So just trying to stay on track with it. But I'm super excited about it. Okay, beef patties. Thank God. Thank God it's beef. Wednesday. Little girl, go get Wednesday. Yeah, it's a breakfast. You're saying nougat. I would say, do I say nougat? Nougat flavored. Yeah, nougat. That's how I say it. Nougat. Is that how you're supposed to say it? Nougat? I think I'm going to have a jacket spud for lunch or tea. Not sure yet. Yummy. When you guys make jacket spuds, do you guys put different stuff on it? Like, sometimes maybe, like in America, some people will put, like, if you want it loaded, then we put, butter, sour cream, salt, pepper, chives, and bacon bits. And then, but you could get any of those taken out. But sometimes I like to make them like with chili, bake them, and then put chili on top of them and cheese. Do you guys eat it like that as well? Miss Barbara, let me tell you something about Wednesday. She's been, you can tell she's raised by dogs. Because so there's 2 litter pans in the house, there's one in the garage, and but Wednesday I'll be dead asleep. Dog, little girl always sleeps with me. Newt's always on my side of the bed. He starts out on the bed, he gets too hot, he jumps on the floor. Sleeps on my side of the bed at all times, right next to me. And Wednesday will come, jump up in the bed and go to sleep too. Sometime when I'm sleeping, you know how a dog has to go outside, it just starts barking, or it runs to the door, it just starts barking or whatever. Wednesday does the same thing. She will get out of bed and she will stand at the bedroom door and as loud as she can, meow. Yeah, and just she won't shut up. She will not shut up until I get up and I open the back door so she could go out. It amazes me. It amazes me. So she would rather go outside than to use a litter box. Hold on just a minute. She's still in there doing that. Okay, sorry. I had stuff spuds. Wait a minute. Oh, tuna. See, I'm not doing tuna on it. No. Tuna, mayo, cheese, beef stew, crisp onions, chili. Oh, anything. I can't do, I can't imagine doing tuna on a baked potato. Stuffed spuds were a bit of a craze for a little while. Not huge though. We prefer kebabs and pizza. Oh, I don't like pizzas too much. Roast chooks, which are chicken, right? And chips with chicken salt. Potato jacket. We have coleslaw and cheese and sour cream. Is your coleslaw sweet? Because our coleslaw sweet, and so I can imagine putting those. Y'all, my mouth's watering now. Want some food? Actually, now I think I could try some coleslaw and cheese and sour cream. Wow. Wednesday. Oh, y'all's coleslaw is not sweet? What is it, vinegary? What is wrong with you? Come here. Go back out. Our coleslaw is made with shredded cabbage, onion, carrot, with coleslaw dressing or mayo. Well, that sounds like what ours is too. Some people don't put onion in it, but we put sugar in it. Oh, I love me some tuna. I do. I love some tuna fish. Hello, lunch lady. Good morning. Getting ready for work, putting you in my pocket. I hope you're feeling better, lunch lady. I found a recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken coleslaw. Kentucky Fried Chicken does make great coleslaw. Oh, you guys have KFC over there in Australia. Is it sweet is the coleslaw sweet at that KFC? We put sugar in ours. You put sugar in it to make it sweet. I love a tuna jacket spud. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, I guess, because I love tuna fish. Oh, you don't like any kind of fish? Not even scrimps? I love me some shrimp. It's okay. It's okay, lunch lady. So wait, the KFC over there, do you eat the coleslaw there? You make your coleslaw dressing vinegary. Really? No, it's got sugar in it, Lulu. You need to try it, Leanie. Tuna jacket with cheese. You won't regret it. I I think that sounds good. I think I'd eat that. I really do. Because I could just make tuna fish with how I like making tuna fish is, y'all, my mouth is just watering here thinking about it now. Oh my God. Sliced up dill pickle, onion, boiled eggs, sliced dill pickle, onion, boiled eggs, and mayonnaise. And that's my favorite way to eat tuna fish. And I'll eat it just with crackers. I love it so much. You like shrimp, not fish. Gotcha, girlfriend. I like tuna, but not on a baked potato. We should try your cooking, Sergeant Joe. Next time, don't come in here empty-handed. Feeling like singing again, so I'm alive. Yay, lunch lady. It's not spicy, just the I think in Germany their coleslaw is warm. Pretty sure their coleslaw is warm. Albacore tuna is worth you. That's what I buy, Diamond. I get the in the water. I don't get it with the oil unless I'm feeding it. Because I'll give it to my dogs too. I'll give it to the dogs and the cat. Well, Wednesday doesn't eat anything except for her cat food. She hates everything. Thank God. Simba loves everything. So he loves the tuna fish. And so when I'm giving it to them, I get it in the oil because it's good for their skin and for their coat. But when I buy it for myself, it's in water. Do you buy it in water? Keep it simple, Leanie. Literally just tuna, mayonnaise, touch of vinegar, and a bit of pepper. Touch of vinegar. See, I can't put those things together. I can't put the vinegar and the mayonnaise together in my head. I have a lovely tuna dish with rice, egg, cheese, baked in an oven that my guys are crazy over. Wow, that sounds delicious. My mom used to make tuna casserole. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember tuna casseroles? You get egg noodles and you put the tuna fish in it. And do you put cream of mushroom soup in it? Yeah, the potato salad is warm, Miss Barbara. It's so good. Well, I will try. Wait, so do you cut the potato and then put the vinegar, like a little bit of the vinegar in, and then the tuna, and then like the mayonnaise? How does this? The vinegar doesn't separate the mayonnaise. Leanie's tuna fish sandwich is definitely spoiled. I love tuna fish. I watched a thing on YouTube that talked about the things people learned to eat during the Depression. I have heard of this before, but I have never, ever, ever had it, and I don't think I want to try it. The number one thing that they said that people cooked during the Depression because meat was so hard to come by was peanut butter soup. Have you guys had peanut butter soup? It had just a little bit of potatoes in it, hardly any at all. It was mainly just liquidy. Um, some kind of green, maybe parsley, some kind of parsley or something on it, and some carrots. Have you guys ever had that? Oh, lunch lady, I'm so happy to hear that. You're not in any pain anymore. No, the vinegar doesn't separate, it mixes in fine. Well, Nathan, I'm gonna try it. Shit, why not? Our potato salad has bacon, eggs, potatoes, and mayo. That's about how I make mine too, except for I don't put I like to eat my potato salad when it's warm, but I don't put bacon in it. I put all that and green onions in it. Tuna fish is the only fish I ever eat. We ate goulash, tater tot casserole, and pork. How did you get pork tenderloins? Wait a minute. You're not talking. Shut up, Joe. You didn't even live through the Depression. Can of mushroom, can of celery, can of tuna. That's it. That's it. Yes. Yes, Diamond Lucidity. That is it. And you put it over egg noodles? I love peanut butter. I don't think I could eat it. It just doesn't. I love peanut butter too, but that don't sound right. I do like sauerkraut or however you spell it. Great on kosher and vegetarian hot dog. Potatoes would make it thicker. They were just small potatoes, Elizabeth, and it wasn't like really, it wasn't thin like broth. It had a little thickness to it. But they said that was the like people that didn't have enough meat or whatever, they would, and peanut butter was cheap, that they would make peanut butter soup for like for the protein and stuff. I just don't think I would like it. And they ate chipped beef on toast, which I grew up eating that, and I need to make some more of that. That sounds damn good, chipped beef on toast. Yep, and I hate mushrooms, so I would sit and pick out every tiny mushroom. You gotta be kidding me, Miss Barbara. Accordingly, do you make garlic cream potatoes? Cream potatoes is mashed potatoes, right? Potatoes baked in cream and garlic with shredded cheese on. If we're talking about, if the cream that you're talking about is like sour cream, no, because Beefcake hates sour cream. So I'd have to put that on the side. Tuna casserole is the only way I can handle tuna. Yeah, you can adjust how much you put in it, right, Jamie? No, I lived through the 80s. See, you don't even know, Joe. My friends still need her cyst packed with gauze. She is on her second week to get. Oh, wow. Yikes. She needs to get in there and get them antibiotics that Lunch Lady got. Noodles in the tuna casserole. Can't believe I forgot the list. And it's okay. It's okay. That is exactly. I would have forgot all about the cream of celery. I would rather spoons of butter. Elizabeth. I love chipped beef and toast too, girl. Yes, bring it on. Bring it on. You just slice the potatoes and onion, pour a tub of cream over it, a clove of garlic minced in, sprinkle cheese over the top. It kind of sounds like our au gratin potatoes. When I trap cats, I have to use tuna and almost puke. Oh, God bless you. Why do you have to trap cats? What's happening? To be fair, I'm debating getting some new cod and salmon and making a fish pie. Oh, no, Nathan, that sounds disgusting. You got to, the only way I can eat fried fish, you guys, is if I'm eating grits with it. If I'm eating grits, I'm good. You're not a boomer, Joe. You're not even a boomer baby. You're too young to be a boomer baby. I still make chipped beef gravy. And you like it better over hash browns. God, that sounds good. I feed colonies. I do. Oh, Elizabeth, I love that. Are you from the States? Or are you from a different country? Oh, I love that. How do you ban cats in the UK? Joe, shame on you. Shame. NC. Wow. Cook the fish in milk and make it thick, soft, then top with mash and cheese so it's nice. Oh, no, no, no. No, I can't eat a fish soup kind of weird thing. No. You're Gen X. I'm Gen X too. My mom used to make tuna gravy on toast. Never had that. Never. The only thing my mom cooked with tuna fish was the tuna fish casserole. And as a kid, I didn't like it that much. But now, I mean, I think I only made it a couple of times. But tuna fish sandwiches or tuna fish salad, like I'll make salad greens, and then just put a blob of my tuna fish salad on top of it. Oh, in a bowl. Oh my God, it's so good. They could never make me get rid of my cats. Hell no. Me too, Jamie. They try to ban them because they kill birds. Like, bitch, that's just right. It's just nature. It's a circle of life. It's a circle of life. It's just what happens. And I love birds too, but I mean, it's what they do. Just like mice. True, Jamie. And I know people struggle with mice over there. Just the same as chipped beef. Oh, but I can take that chipped beef out of the jar, the dried beef, and as salty as it is, I could sit there and just chew on it. I love it. And then the salt will get to me, so I can't eat a lot of it, but I love it. Good morning, Wild Angel. Hello. It's like they've just banned the XL bully and banned the pit bully a while ago because they're aggressive. Shut up, Karen. It's not the dog's fault. Their owner don't know their head from their ass. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know well enough animals, so I hate to speak for all animals. I do believe that animals are you train them or you don't to be whatever they are. They're like children. You have to raise them. And you can have a well-behaved dog or not. But I do believe that there were some dogs that were bred, that their first instinct is to kill things, to be harmful, to fight. And I think that the pit bulls were absolutely bred to be that type of an animal. Now, can you train them to be different? I think so. But if it's their first instinct, then you have to worry about the triggers with it, right? But even for me, like I have gentle dogs. The golden retriever is The golden retriever is a very known to be a very gentle, laid back kind of dog, family dog. But I would never just let a child come and pet my dogs. Like if a child asks, can I pet your dog? I'd tell them, go ask your parents. Because I'm not going to be responsible. You know what I mean? Like you just never know. It's not like the dog could say, hey, I don't like this person, mom. You know what I mean? You just, everything is so unpredictable. But I think for pit bulls, it's kind of, to me, it kind of reminds me of, and this is the extreme of it, right? But Siegfried and Roy, you know, they had animals, and Roy got taken out by a tiger, right? That they had trained and raised since they were cubs. But their first natural instinct is, you know, to go after what they think is a predator. So I kind of think the same thing about pit bulls. Like pit bulls breeding for fighting, they're lovely dogs when their owners know what they do. Well, I think she was the calmest, kindest dog. Look, I'm not saying that all of them are like that. I'm saying that if you look up their past and what they were actually bred for, they're bred to be aggressive dogs, and that's their first nature, really. So if you ended up with one that I think was amazing without much nudge, maybe didn't have as much to worry about. But I mean, let's just face it. How much do you see it all over the news where a pit has taken out a child? It happens all the time. I personally would never take the chance. Since she was 5 weeks old and she came from a good bloodline, no violence in her parents either. They will be when their owners aren't twats with them. Mike Kangle was bred to protect cattle and sheep, as well as the family it lives with. They are wonderful, kind, loving dogs, except when they feel the need to protect. Strangers see a different dog. Gotcha. Kangles were bred to protect against wolves and tigers and strangers. Wild animals are like wives. No matter how much you train them, they will eventually eat you. I'm totally a man eater, and I'll spit you right back out. That's because I can't be trained. I divorced that too, Joe. Same with some men, Joe, or little boys, the man children. But then the question is, what did the kid do to, now, see, yeah, no, listen, that's like saying, you know, my 3-year-old went up and bit the hell out of a 15-year-old kid, and the 15-year-old kid picked him up and threw him on the sidewalk. So we're going to blame the 3-year-old who didn't know better. Come on, Nathan. No, that's not the way the world works. Anything that is bigger, badder, heavier, stronger, smarter, you have to protect children against them. You have to protect the weak against them. So I don't care what the kid did. You could come over here and beat the hell out of Newt. You could pull all of his hair out. You could grab, and he won't do anything but thank you. Cheyenne was the same way, the same exact way. So no, there's no way you can, no. And I don't care if it is my dog, the one that I think would never hurt anybody. If my dog hurt a child, my dog would go down in a heartbeat. There would be no questions about it. None. You don't want to raise any monkeys for sure. I heard they'll scratch your eyes out. Then in that case, they should be taught not to walk up without asking permission of parents. Well, let me ask you this, Nathan. Oh, Anne says, Nathan, there are some terrible teens that goes around with sticks poking our dogs each day. They got my dogs to now get aggressive at any kid they see go past, right? No, I agree with that too, Nathan. And I've never encountered anybody that just walked up to my dogs and just started petting them. And I don't do that either. I don't, even if I see a golden retriever, I always ask, can I pet your dog? That way I'm taking responsibility. But the deal is that that's not a lot of etiquette. But then, I mean, how many times have you seen that people have had their dogs on, on a leash, or a kid's playing out in the street and they've been attacked by a dog that got out because for whatever reason. He's a boyfriend. You need a man friend. Let me start some coffee really quick. I'll BRB.
Leanie leans back, puffing slow in the sunspots glow. Mad mods in the comments, jokers throw a cyber blow. Subscribers flipping birds, saying girl don't you know. Break saying welcome here, content should forever flow. She rolls her eyes, says y'all ain't got a clue. She'll load on, drag deep like barbecue. And Team Maggie swoops in, cape and a lasso. Gotta laugh cause she's saving Leanie from this hassle. Cigarette Leanie, rapture ain't here yet. Internet wild, but she ain't breaking a sweat. Breaks on demand while the world throws a fit. Team Maggie swoops down, y'all gotta quit. Night shift grinding, mods don't ever sleep. Subscribers wanting more, hunger running deep. Lady cracking, but she holds that smoke. Maggie pacing, ain't about to choke. Keyboard warriors locked in a showdown. Maggie standing firm, ain't gon' bow down. Leanie one dragging, the hate ain't profound. She's jiving on while the rapture ain't it found. Cigarette Leanie, rapture ain't here yet. Internet wild, but she ain't breaking a sweat. Bricks on demand while the standing firm, ain't gon' bow down. Leaning one, dragging the hate ain't profound. She's jiving on while the rapture ain't inbound. Cigarette Laney, rapture ain't here yet. Internet wild, but she ain't breaking the sweat. Breaks on demand while the world throws a fit. Hey, Maggie swoops down, y'all gotta quit.
Cigarette and Laney, rapture ain't here yet. Internet wild, but she ain't breaking a sweat. Rakes on demand while the world throws a fit. Hey, Maggie swoops down, y'all gotta quit.
Laney leans back, puffing slow and the sunspots glow. Mad mods in the comments, jokers throw a cyber blow. Subscribers flipping birds, saying, girl, don't you know? Breaks ain't welcome here, content should forever flow. She rolls her eyes, says y'all ain't got a clue. She'll load on, drag deep like barbecue. And Team Maggie swoops in, cape and a lasso. Gotta laugh cause she's saving Laney from this asshole. Cigarette Laney, rapture ain't here yet. Internet wild, but she ain't breaking a sweat. Breaks on demand while the world throws a fit. Hey, Maggie swoops down, y'all gotta quit. Night shift grinding, mods don't ever sleep. Subscribers wanting more, hunger running deep.
I had to get a Dury while I was starting that up. It's over. It's over. I want to show you guys something that I make, and I want to let me catch up and chat, and then I want to go back to the food because I want to show you guys something that's low on calories and it's so good for you. And oh my God, it's so good. That's okay. Hi, Lizzo. Hey, girlfriend. Nathan, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. There are animals that absolutely will attack without being provoked by a human. Now, something could have triggered them. I don't. We don't speak animals, so we don't know. But they will. There are animals that will attack a human without the humans provoking them at all. All right, I want to show you guys this really quick. Mm-mm. This. Do you guys ever make this? I make this in shit. I make this and keep it in my refrigerator for snacky poos. It's so good. So good. Get it as big as I can get it. Okay, there we go. So this is easy marinated cheese appetizer with salami and salami and pickles. You guys, I'm telling you. Now I've never had it with um sweet pickles or bread and butter pickles as we call them here. I do it with dill, but all I put in it is I put a little bit of vinegar, some water. This one calls for dried Italian seasoning. I don't put that in it because the salami already has like an Italian seasoning to it. But I do put the cheddar cheese in it and um, the pepper jack cheese, a little bit of vinegar, the rest of the way up with water. I add garlic, powdered garlic to it, and bite-sized pieces. I just cut up pickles into bite-sized pieces as well, and put some parsley in it, fresh parsley. You guys, I'm telling you, keep this in your refrigerator. It's so, so good. I don't even know how long it lasts because it don't last but a couple days here. This one calls for olive oil. I've never put olive oil in mine. Also, but I might start that. I might try it with some olive oil and see what happens. But this is an 8-ounce block of sharp cheddar cheese cut into cubes, pepper jack cheese into cubes, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of white vinegar or apple cider, 1 tablespoon of dried Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, salt and pepper to taste. I don't ever put salt in it either, just because I have an aversion to salt. But things taste a lot saltier to me than what they will to a normal person. A half a cup of sliced salami cut into bite-sized pieces, half a cup of small pickles or cornichons or dill pickles. I think the cornichons are those little baby pickles, sliced and fresh herbs like parsley, basil, or garnish. My sister actually puts dill in hers, and you just mix it all together and put it in the refrigerator. It's so good. I'm not kidding you. My mom used to also put she used to cut up she would take what's left of the pickle juice and she would fill the rest of it up with water, but pack the jar full of cucumbers and onions, and she would put that in the refrigerator for a couple of days, and then we'd start eating on it. You guys, I'm telling you, you could put I don't know, some people don't like mushrooms, but the little baby button mushrooms in it too. Oh my God, you guys, I'm telling you, it's so good. Sub-Zero Flames. I was thinking about you the other day. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good over here in the IND. I have to go behind with chore. Oh, okay, Ann. Love you. That's what we call a heart attack snap. Salami is so bad for you. All processed meats. I think the white bits. I don't know, but I love me some salami. I love me some salami. Then put pepperoni in it, or put salami in it. It's so much better. So good. Did Nathan, I gotta go, Lainey, not because you disagree with me. Don't worry. Gonna do my research before this call speak. Bye, Nathan. Love you, honey. Be good. It was good seeing you. We finally got snow last week, 6 inches in the deep south. Yeah, did it all melt away? Ours melted away finally. Like we got rain for like 3 days. It stayed on the ground a long time, and then it melted away. And we were in the 50s today. I loved it so much. Spicy salami from Aldi's. Oh man, yeah, I love me some. I love me some salami. I think we're going to get another, well, it's February. We'll get another round of snow. We sure will. Oh, did you the next day? Yeah, ours stayed on the ground. God, I mean, even I drove into Indy and they didn't have snow at all, but we had snow for probably 2 weeks on the ground. And it was colder than it was freezing. Y'all hit the like. Thank you so much, Lizzo, for the reminder. Are you guys watching any trials on Court TV? Anybody watching any right now? I am watching the one where the kid unalived his father in Oklahoma, moved in with his mom down in Florida, and then unalived her. But they're in court right now, and they're not allowed to bring up the fact that he unalived his father because it was deemed he didn't get charged. Snow gone, been warm Wednesday, freezing rain, snow. Oh, really? I like salami with cottage cheese mixed with everything, bagel, seasoning, protein snack, yum. I like cottage cheese with pineapple and a lot of pepper. Overwhelmed with plane crashes in Idaho 4 homework. Yeah, I got some of the things you sent me. I haven't looked at Messenger yet today to see if anything else is in there. But I looked at I'd seen the one that you sent me earlier in the week. Hell, I think I've seen them all. According to Lainey, Maggie, okay, not heard anything for a few days. Hope she's okay. She is okay. I finally did hear from her this morning, or not too long ago. She is okay. She's just been dealing with a lot. You know, she's had 5 family members pass away. She's had funerals this week and I think next week to go to. It's just a lot. It's, you know, and it hadn't been too long since she lost her aunt and her other cousin, and it's just a mess. It's a whole mess. Rose Petal, hello, my friend. How are you? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing good. I've missed you. It's 60 degrees here right now. That's nuts. I gotta go to work. I'll be listening. Love you. Love you, lunch lady. Have a great day at work. Was Idaho for the best show ever or what? Loved ever. Oh, thank you so much, Lulu. That means a lot to me. Let's hopefully we can keep the vibe going. I just had my daughter get me a red onion yesterday so I can slice it with cucumbers and put it in vinegar. Oh my God, Miss Barbara, the best, the best. My mom, Miss Barbara, I don't know if you've ever made this, but my mom used to take beets. I don't know if you like beets, but beets in the can. And she used to put sour cream, not a lot, but like enough. And she would mix it together in a bowl. And I remember the sour cream used to turn pink, and I used to love that so much. But anyways, that was like a cold salad that we would eat with dinner too. Sour cream on the beets. So good. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. I worked really hard on that presentation, so I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad it was good. A Lulu, that would be a negative. I think it is probably one of the most disgusting things I ever ate. Not gonna lie. And the egg on top of it, the egg, I think it was the egg and the beet together is what did it to me. I was like, these are not working well in my mouth together. It was so gross. And the pineapple, there was too much of an explosion with all these weird things happening. And Beefcake was like, this is pretty good. I was like, well, enjoy, because I'm never making it again, but you're welcome to. And I'll just leave everything. I could do a pineapple burger, but I'm not doing all three: the egg, pineapple, the beet. Oh my God, it was terrible. It was one of the most terrible things I've ever eaten in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Besides that uncooked raw lamb that was fed to me one time, and also uncooked, frozen in the middle still, lobster tail that was fed to me when I was pregnant one time. Y'all don't fall for it. The whole Aussie hamburger thing. No, negative. Disgusting. Disgusting. No, it barely got down in my guts. I was wrenching to get it down. It was terrible. It was one of the most terrible things I've ever tasted, to tell you the truth. And oh God. Oh, it was terrible. That's the only way I know how to explain it. The case for Evelyn, the 15-month-old mother. Yes. Yes, they're picking right now. Rose Petal, I was watching that earlier this evening on what was it? Court TV, I think. That they're picking the jury right now on that. Saddest thing ever, right? Oh, Jamie, it was terrible. I did a whole live. I did a whole live. Oh, Jamie, it was terrible. It was terrible. Beefcake loved it though. I do have to say, Beefcake was like, this is pretty damn good. I was like, but I have made zucchini slice, which is also Australian. And I'm going to tell you what, I loved it. I knew I was going to love it. I knew I was going to love it with all the ingredients that I got on. I was like, I love every bit of this, which is weird because I loved all the ingredients that went on that burger too. But no, it just didn't work in my mouth. But oh, and pickles. Yeah, pickles too was on it. Oh God. It's just a lot. But the zucchini slice, perfection. Love it. Anyways, Rose Petal, I'm super excited for that one as well. Super excited. But and I'd never heard of it. That happened in 2020. But I was working and didn't know that YouTube did anything but music back then. So yeah, shocking case. Shocking. I just want to go punch her. We will be having a meeting about them, Keys, if you keep going on about our national dish like that. Oh, you can't watch that one, Lulu? Well, the deal is that, you know, when it's child stuff like that, if there's any good news in it, is that you know, when it's being held on TV like that, they do they try to be very like, you don't see the photos, you don't see, you know what I mean? They try to be very discreet and respectful to the baby. It was a case in 2019, I think, and it just now going to trial because she got a new lawyer. Wow. See, I hadn't even heard of it. And I was flipping through Court TV and I saw it on there and I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe, I never even knew nothing about it. And I didn't know about this case that I'm watching now. Colin, I forget what his last name is, where he unalived both of his parents at different times. His grandpa was on the stand either yesterday or today, and I watched his testimony, and it was, yeah, I wish I could be a court reporter. Did you know? Let me ask Beefcake. As soon as he comes down here, he'll remind me. Babe, what was that Donald Trump was saying that about like YouTubers and people about getting press passes?
They invited him to the White House. They invited him to apply for credentials to go to the press conferences, the White House press conference.
Can you imagine, you guys? So Donald Trump invited like platform users, not just YouTube, but other ones, creators, to apply for press credentials, and we could go to the White House and be in the press conferences. Yeah, I think that's right up my alley. How do I apply for that? I'm gonna apply for it because I think me and DJT are, and I'm gonna get all kind of plastic surgery because it's gonna take one look at me and say, Lainey, you need some help, and I'm your daddy, and I'm gonna be right on, DJT. Let's go. Can you imagine? Me and old DJT hanging out together. Now his wife would kick me out that fast, y'all. That quick. Because she is sophisticated and I am everything but. But I think me and DJT could kick it. Seriously, I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna go to the White House and be like, what up, people? Move over, Leanie's in the house. Excuse me. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. According to Leanie, wow, to think you are such a newcomer to YouTube and now you have over 1,000 members, almost like you're giving cups of Kool-Aid and the cult queen. I am a cult queenie. Yeah, and I do give Kool-Aid. I do. Any flavor you want, you can have it. Dude, Leanie, can you get me his autograph? I'll give it to I'll write DJT. Have you seen him do his autograph? His autograph would not be hard. You should see Beefcake's autograph. You should see Beefcake's signature. You cannot tell what the fuck his name is. It's a line pretty much. It's and a line through it. DJT's would be very, very easy to mimic because his just goes up, across, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, across, and that's it. That's it. And it's perfect. Like he's practiced it a couple times. Maybe we'll request a luncheon at the Mar-a-Lago. Why not? Huh. And give him a kiss on the cheek as thanks for Israel. Absolutely. I asked for Beefcake and I went one time. We've been to the races a lot, but one day we went to Carb Day or something down in India. I don't remember. And for some reason, baby child couldn't go that year. I don't remember why, because we've always taken him every time we've gone. And I got up like right against the fence and I was getting everybody's autograph for my baby boy, but I've never asked for anybody's autograph ever. And I've met a few people, but I wouldn't even ask for his because I feel like, well, shit, I could write your name, you know. I just want some real talk. That's what I want, like real talk. But I mean, just for shits and giggles, I think I should look for that app and apply. I mean, I don't have a record, unlike Maggie and probably Sherry, and our newest record holder is what's her name? Oh my God, why can't I even think about it? We have a new record holder, you guys. God, what's her name? I see it right here in my head. You don't have a record? Wild Angel, you don't even have a misdemeanor? Teresa, no, not Teresa. It's oh, help me. Joyce. Thank you so much, Lizzo. Joyce is our new record holder. Yeah. If you have a misdemeanor, you can't get in the White House. Sorry, Sherry. Leanie will be going all by her little lonesome, making friends with my pinky up. Toodaloo. Ta-ta. Toodaloo. Mr. President. Mr. President. Can I have a word with you, please, sir? Oh my God, I'm gonna go to the Queen's room. I'm so excited. I'm gonna look for it. I'm seriously gonna do it. And if I could get it, I'm going to the White House, people. I've only stood outside of it. I feel like, I mean, don't invite me to dinner unless we're having burgers or something out in the Rose Lawn. But don't invite me like to a real dinner because I don't know what fork goes with what and what spoon goes with what. And I tried eating like the Europeans with a fork and a knife. In fact, Beefcake and I did. Remember when we did that, babe? So I sat dinner down and I watch a lot of British TV. That and court TV is, what I watch a lot of. And so all of the Europeans, I don't know if the Aussies do it or what, but they eat with a fork and a knife. And the fork goes in the hand that is not the primary hand, the knife does, right? Yeah, because the knife scrapes it onto the fork.
The fork is in the primary hand, not the other hand, but they eat it with the tongs down.
They eat with tongs down. Okay. Have a good day. Okay, so I pulled up dinner for me and Beefcake. It's like, look, we're going to try to eat this. I mean, I've never even put a knife at the table, y'all, unless we're having something we got to cut. But a butter knife? No. So I put a butter knife and a fork, and we're sitting across from each other. And I was like, all right, we're going to try to eat like the Europeans. And I showed him how they like use the knife to scrape stuff. Like they just don't dig in like us Americans, like, we're using spoons for everything and getting it as big on this. We're piling as much on the spoon as we could possibly get on the spoon to get it into our mouths. That's how Americans eat. But in Europe, they eat with 2 utensils, and then they, daintily, very, very poshly and uppity and all that push food onto their fork, and then they eat it off their fork, and they're still holding their knife. Well, then, like if they go to cut a piece of meat, then they will stab the meat, but not stab it. It looks very elegantly done, like very slow motion. Us, we're just jabbing that shit and sticking it in our mouth, right? No, they're cutting these tiny little pieces, and then they eat with the fork upside down. They put it in their mouth. Y'all, we did that. He got through the whole damn meal doing it. I mean, it took us fucking forever, right? And I had water. I had water in wine goblets, and I had whatever we were drinking in regular glasses, which never happens either. I mean, and it looked like a really proper thing. And he got through the whole meal with it. He was able to do me. I was like, fuck this. Y'all, I'm hungry. And I just started shoveling it in. But he got through and he's like, this is kind of nice. You get full really fast. But I was hungry, so I shoveled it all in. I don't know why we didn't do it again. Probably because I need to shovel it all in. Sergeant Joe eats with a pitchfork and a machete and fat. You've never been to Washington, Sherry? Really? I've been a couple of times. I love Washington. I love it, love it, love it. It is a good idea to do something different, Jamie. I'm always, look, he's used to it. He knows I come up with these crazy, he doesn't even ask anymore. He just knows I do all this. I do weird stuff. I can't help it. I just can't help it. I really like Beefcake Leanie. I think you did good. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Thank you. He's a good man. He is. He's a good man. Never ever. I think he's only when I was talking to Mrs. Kravitz, when I was showing her my TV and what he had, made for me, and she's like, he never says no to you, doesn't? And he really doesn't. He's only said no to one thing ever. And when he came home, I was doing it, and I could tell by the look in his mouth, because when he gets mad, he moves his mouth a certain way, and I was like, oh shit. And so I was like, are you really mad at me for that? Are you really mad at me? Are you really mad at me for that? And then once he got, what it was I pulled a whole cabinet down, you guys. You know how, like in this house, I've got an upper and a lower cabinet that separates the kitchen from the living room, and then it's got bar stools on the side. Well, I had that in the other house too, and I wanted the upper cabinet gone because it didn't have that was the opening to the kitchen prep. So I couldn't see like into the living room because of the cabinet was too low down. So I was like, I want to take this cabinet down. And he was like, no. And I was like, why? And he said, because I don't know what the ceiling looks like underneath that cabinet, and it could, I mean, it may, because I think it had popcorn ceiling there at that other house. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, it did. And he said it may not have any popcorn on it, which means I have to try to match it up, or it may not be. Who knows what it's got underneath there? And I was like, So then he left. So the next day I called, Mrs. Kravitz over. It's like, I need you to come over and help me. And she's like, what are you doing? I said, just come over. Y'all, I unscrewed the damn cabinet and I got it all but one. It was hanging by one screw up there. And it's because the damn thing was stripped and I couldn't get it out. So I had no choice but to leave it. So he pulled up. We knew he pulled up. Mrs. Kravitz said, I'm out of here because he's going to be pissed. And I was like, but he doesn't get pissed like other people. So anyway, she left. He walks in. That mouth is twitching like, I'm really pissed off at you. And I was like, are you really mad at me? And he's like, I told you there's a reason why I didn't want you to take this down. And I was like, but I already looked into it. It's got popcorn. Everything's fine. Ceiling looks great. And so he didn't have a choice. He had to unscrew the rest of it, you guys. It's just the way it went. So he took it down. And after it was down, I patched the little holes. They were just little tiny holes. And then we bought some of that stuff that you just spray that kind of is like popcorn or whatever, and evened it out. And it was perfect. And he was like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. I'll show you. You guys want to see my old house? I'll show you my old house. I'm English, and I just thought everyone ate like that. Well, hello, dirty chicken. Welcome. I'm Leanie. No, we don't eat like that, honey. No. Americans, we barely eat with a fork because food falls through the fork. You can pile more onto a spoon, right? And don't think we're eating with those little teaspoons either. You have different size spoons. You're supposed to have one for, the bigger one is for like soup, and then the smaller one is for like tea or whatever. Oh, no. We're getting that soup spoon, honey, and we're like piling that shit on. and we're it's a whole delectable, disgusting thing to watch Americans eat. No, we're all fat here. We're all fat here. And it's because we've eaten 5 plates of food before we figure out that we're full. Whereas you guys are sitting there eating so sweetly with the right cutlery and making little bites. And oh, I loved it. I'm going to do it again. Do it again, and I'm going to videotape it. I'm going to bring up my old house because I don't live there no more, so I'm not doxing myself. I don't even live in the same town, so y'all don't try me. What was the address? They are my old houses. All right. Do you guys want to see this? If not, I won't show up. Is anybody here anymore? 25 people. Y'all hit that like. I'll show you in the house what I took down. And it looks so much better. 100% better. All right. You guys, I cannot see chat right now, but oh man, let me run over here. Can you guys see it big like this? Can you guys? Okay, let's just do it that way. So this is our old house in Noblesville. And I will show you what. Can you guys still see that? I can't tell. Yeah, okay. I don't miss the upstairs, but I do miss this house. So this was the backyard. I left all these lights. I left all this stuff. I was so kind to these people. So I lived here. Mrs. Kravitz lives over here on this side. And so before we had the gate finished put up, she would just come through the gate, and she always came through. And then I have a doggy door over here. And if my front door was locked, she would just come through the doggy door. Crazy girl. It was huge. This was a big backyard. And I called this 3 pines back here because there was 3 pine trees. And I begged and begged. You have no idea how much I begged Beefcake to buy me a pop-up so I could put the damn pop-up right out here for a she shed. Y'all know he never bought me the damn pop-up. I still don't have the damn pop-up. And I know why. Because he knows I'd move into that bitch. So this was the back porch. I loved this. This was my smoking area. I love this room so much. This is the front door coming in. I didn't like how the stairs are behind the front door, but that's okay. This is a half bath here. So yeah, it is popcorn ceiling. This is baby child's game room. I do miss this, but because he had a game room, then Beefcake and I shared a living room, which wasn't bad at the time because I worked, he worked, so we were in bed at 10 o'clock anyway. So game room, and then this is this is the dining room and then the kitchen. Oh, that's the game room. Dining room, into the game room. All right, so that piece that I'm talking about, you guys, it came out right here. So right here, all the way down to like, all the way as low as these cabinets are. So that's all you see. So if I'm in here cooking or doing dishes or whatever, I couldn't see where the TV is? I couldn't see the damn TV. And I couldn't see into the living room. Like if I company or if I'm talking to somebody or whatever, right? So I took it down. Y'all, it came all the way to here. You literally had to like bend down to talk to someone on the other side of it. So I took it down. What's the big deal? That's the only thing you told me no about. Evers told me no in all these years. And then he was glad I did it. I was like, all right, check yourself. Didn't it look so much better? Look, and you can't even tell that I took anything out of the ceiling. I know what I'm doing, for the love of God. Living room, living room, living room. These are obviously up on the webpage when we were selling the house. This is the half bath, and here's the washer and the dryer. Y'all don't know how happy I am to have a mud room / washer and dryer room. See, I didn't like that. The hallway upstairs, there's a bedroom this way. This is the bathroom. So this over here was like my bonus kids room, bathroom, an extra room. That was Beefcake's office, but when we were selling the house, we cleaned out the office and made it a bedroom. So, and then right here's another room, and that was baby child's room, and then our rooms down there. And this was our room. This was bonus child's room, bonus child's bathroom, baby child's room. Boomer sooner, baby. Y'all, let me tell you how many. That's I'm not exaggerating. So this wall right here is red, and then the opposite wall over here is red, and then these are crimson and cream for OU colors, obviously. And I'm not lying to you, just this little wall and the one over here, this other little wall, there's 2 gallons of paint on it before I went in for the second gallon because the red wasn't covering. And he was like, did you prime it? And I was like, of course I primed it. He said, what color did you prime? And I said, white. I didn't know primer coming out of the colors. And he said, no. He said, anytime you do a dark color like red, he said, he said, it's going to bleed through. You have to use at least a dark gray primer. Y'all remember that, because then I had to buy primer. So it's got 2 coats of, 2 gallons. I'm not talking coats. I can't tell you how many coats went on the damn wall. And at that point, no, I didn't buy the primer, because at that point I was getting another gallon of paint, and I was going to have to repaint all the red in a gray primer and then repaint all the red again, possibly 2 coats. I put 2 more coats on there, y'all. There's still places in there that some of it bled through in places, and I was like, I don't give a damn. And then this was Beefcake's office, but we turned it back into a bedroom to sell it, and then just the backyard again. And Beefcake put up this fence, y'all. That fence back there is not ours. It wasn't ours. This one belonged to Mrs. Kravitz next door, but they weren't ever going to fix it. So Beefcake just fixed it, put her 2 new gates in, us 2 new gates in, and put it on the side over here. But I do miss my landscaping. I miss all of that. I do. I don't miss the neighborhood. I miss Mrs. Kravitz living right here. But I don't miss living this close to people. Even though this isn't really close to people, I still don't miss it at all. I do like that this backyard is more private, though. I do like, and then these dumbasses, let me tell you what these dumbasses did on this side. So we put in the new fence, right? They didn't have a fence up. So they got a German Shepherd, and she came over and told me, she said, hey, we're going to put a fence up because I'm worried about him getting out. I was like, of course. And she's like, she told me what kind it was going to be. I was like, I don't care. It's your property. Do what you want to. Y'all, in between this fence and this fence. Now mine is right down the property. Okay, so you have property line, right? But there's also an easement in between your property line and somebody else's property line that's actually 2 feet across. That way, if some right back here is where the electrical box and stuff is, right? And the cable and all that. So if you're going to use part of the easement, which you're not supposed to, but like Mrs. Kravitz and I did, because nobody cares, because they can get in her backyard and my backyard. But this one, there's 2 feet of easement, right? She put this almost like probably 6 inches from this fence. Thank God I was moving out, because if anything, and believe me, it was always happening. These are older homes. Were they built in the 70s, I think? Yeah, they were built in the 70s. And I'm telling you, electric was always popping. A tree was always getting hit by lightning. Anytime they had, so they would walk along my fence right here. Now they have to go around her fence. But it's the law. If you're in the easement, they could come and rip this right on out, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Y'all, I didn't tell her nothing. I didn't tell her Jack or Jill about that. It's not my fault she didn't check into it. It wasn't in a stupid cabinet. Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Thank you. It was a dumb, but after I pulled it down, he was like, "Oh, it looks really good. I love it." He's had to, okay, to his, to be fair, he's had to fix quite a few of my mistakes, because I come up with things that I want done. And then here's the deal. This is what my mom taught me. Mom said, when you want your husband or your spouse or to do anything for you, or your boyfriend, whatever, and you know how they procrastinate and they're like, yeah, I'm going to get right on it. Yeah, I'm going to get right on it. And all that. And she says, what you do is you give them like 2 days, right? Unless you're making a list for them on Monday. Of course, they have to work all week. So wait until, Saturday. If they don't get it done by the next weekend, she's like, you go out there and you start doing it. But don't do it like, she's like, just screw it up. And then they have no choice but to fix it. Y'all, I live by that rule. I live by it. Like out in the front yard, there was these Japanese maple trees that one of them had the beetles in it. And I was like, oh my God, I got to get rid of this. Because it was killing the tree, and I was scared it was going to get into the big oak tree that was in the front yard. And so I kept telling Beefcake, I was like, look, I need you to pull them trees, and I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And while you're at it, get that too. And so it was all right there in the flower garden. And y'all, all I kept hearing about was, I have football. And I'm not talking about watching football on TV, because he'll just put his headphones on and listen to it while he's working. But he is on the board of our like Pee-wee football thing. And he's like, he was always, every weekend he's gone with football. And I was like, this is fucked up. I went out there. I took his hatchet. I just started hatcheting everything. I beat the hell out of them trees. I hooked the trees up to my truck. I pulled the bumper off the truck because I didn't know my truck couldn't pull that big of a tree out of the ground, but I watched my dad do it, so I thought I could do it. The bumper came off. It's terrible. Boxwoods, there were boxwoods out there too. I wanted the boxwoods gone from the front of those windows, because I thought those windows were gorgeous. And so I just hacked up all the boxwoods, threw them everywhere. And here comes, my neighbor walked over and she's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Why? And she's like, because first we saw you in your bumper. And I was like, yeah, he'll fix it. And then she's like, where's, she called my husband. Well, you guys know his name's Paul. She's like, where's Paul? And I was like, he's at football, but I need this done. I need it done now. Been asking for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. He's always got football on the weekends and he works during the week. And she was like, okay. So she was standing there and I was talking to her. Here comes Beefcake, y'all. Driving up. And she's like, okay, I'm going home. And right behind him was his parents. So not only is he going to be shitty with me for the bumpers laying on the ground, there's a big rut in the yard from, y'all know, my wheels spun. So now there's 2 ruts in the yard. The bumper's on the ground. The chain is still hooked to the bumper, which is still hooked to the tree trunk that I couldn't get out. The boxwoods are everywhere because I've done tore those bitches up. It's just a mess. And he brings home his mother too. Y'all, it was terrible. I didn't get yelled at or nothing. He's never really yelled at me too much, but he was not happy with me. He didn't see the bumper right away. Luckily, he just saw the shrubs all over the yard. And then he walked up the yard and he's like, what are you doing? And I guess his eyes just followed the chain that I found in his garage and to the bumper on the truck. And then the truck is like 2 feet away from the bumper, pulled up a little bit. And he didn't say nothing to me. He said, I'll be back. And he told his mom he'd be back. He's like, I'll be back. He went in and he changed his clothes. Y'all, he came out there and got it all done. Got it all done. And the bumper was fine. It got put back on. So that's what I live by that. I live by it. I will screw, you hear me? I'm going to screw it up. Not as much as like pulling a bumper off. I had no clue that was going to happen, but I knew I was going to whack them bushes. I knew that was going to happen. I had no clue the bumper was going to come off. I watched my dad pull a pine tree with his truck. Now mine was my truck was a little Ford Ranger. My dad's truck was a big ass Chevy, full truck, and he just used a chain, and so I thought I could do the same thing, and the tree won. I design projects, do most of it myself. Bigfoot helps cut wood, put stuff up high. I do all the designs, painting and staining myself. Well, I could do all that too. But there's just stuff like pulling trees. If I ask you to do it, then, and you're not doing it on the timeline, then I'm going to start it for you. I got them trees, Sean. How you doing, love bug? My hubby is a procrastinator, so it takes a bit to get to stuff. He still has a whole back of the house putting siding on. Oh, that's one thing I can say about Beefcake, though. If he's already made a commitment, like he had a commitment to football, I understood that. I get it. But there's got to be, I mean, listen, you know, happy wife, happy life. So, yeah. One thing I say about Beefcake, though, when it comes to any projects, like if it was siding or fixing anything or making things I want, he doesn't. If he's got a commitment, that's going to come before what I want. But you can't have like commitments like all summer and spring long, and that's not my fault. So I need time. But he's really, like, he came home this afternoon. Y'all know what time he was up and gone. He's always up. It's 6 o'clock now. He's been gone for 30 minutes, been up since 4:30. But he came right home tonight, and I said, look, I need to scrub your carpets, but I can't move the furniture by myself out of there. He went in there, moved all the furniture by himself, and he vacuumed the floor really good for me. So I can go in there and carpet clean he's good like that. He is. So I got to give him that. Bigfoot is slow on his projects too. I would say, yeah, I always think it'll go by faster than what it does go by. But then, of course, I'm YouTubing everything. And then I'm like, oh, Beefcake can do that. And then I just give him the idea. I'm like, go do this for me, if you don't mind. And, but it always goes slower than I think because he's a perfectionist. So it has to be freaking perfect. It don't have to be perfect for me. It just has to be, it has to look legit. You know what I mean? My father-in-law said that to hubby long ago. He needs to listen. My dad, I kid you not, Leanie and everyone, he would glue himself to the chair and watch the football games all of Sunday. No, I'm so grateful. Now, I'm telling you, when it's college football, when OU's on, we try, honestly, to be in front of the TV because, college football is just a shorter season. We don't live in Oklahoma anymore. So, we do try to, and I never plan, or I try to be mindful of stuff. And I've got a calendar on the fridge and I'm always like, always put your stuff on the calendar. And I don't ever plan for stuff like that. But when he's coaching football, I mean, if it's something I need done, I need it done. And he could have just pulled that tree out that had the beetles in it. But I was like, before you ever get to it, there could already be beetles in the other tree. We couldn't take down that huge oak. There was no way. So I was like, we got to get the little trees down that we can get down before the beetles get to the oak. So I went playing with him. And since we were out there already, since he was going to have to take those down, he might as well have taken down the boxwoods too. But he does, like, when he's working in the garage, he's always got his games going on in the garage, or if he's mowing the lawn or doing whatever he's doing, he's always got his earphones on so he could hear the game. Now, if the Steelers are playing, usually they play at nighttime. I don't have to worry about it, but he's also an early riser. And see, I'm not. I don't want to get up at 7:00 and do stuff if I don't have to, unless I've slept all night. You know what I mean? But he would rather get up like 7:00 in the morning and be out there by 8. Like, let's kill it, be done by 4, and over with. And me, I'd rather start at 4 and work all night. So we're a little bit different in that way. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to cut this one down. Not even his favorite team, Chicago Bears. He's obsessed with it. Wow. He still is, but not like that anymore. Well, I know a lot of people, Beefcake said that he wasn't even going to watch the Super Bowl this year. And I was like, you're not going to watch it. I know none of our teams are in it. And I was like, but we can have good snacks. But he said a lot of people were going to be boycotting it this year. So we'll see. We'll see. I am a night owl for the most part, but except for when I worked, I had to be in bed like at 10:30 at night so I could be up at 5, get my baby to school, get my kids to school, and go on to work. But I'm like my mom and we're all like that. We'd rather be up at night. And you know what it is? It's because the house is quiet. Everybody's in bed. Everybody's safe. There's nothing to worry about. And you can be alone. That's what it is for me. That's what it is for me. I will be painting hallway tomorrow. Then we'll be adding wainscot wood panels to the bottom portion of the wall. We'll go live during it. Oh, cool. Cool. I've got I'm repainting the hallway too. I did pick up the paint. Well, I just got to finish. Well, no, I'm going to repaint the whole damn thing. I got to finish the project that came out of the kitchen into the living room, into the foyer. Now it's going down the hallway. So, yeah, I got to do that too. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for 2.5 hours. Thank you to the mods for keeping chat clean, keeping us safe in here. I appreciate it so much. To all the chat, thanks for being here. If it wasn't for you, we don't have a channel, so I thank you for that. If you haven't hit the like yet, will you guys please do that on your way out? I'd appreciate it so much. Remember that I won't be live. I will be live at Ann's place at 8 a.m. Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to make a a community post about it and drop her link in my community post. So y'all check that out if you guys want to join us over there. And that's a little over 24 hours from now, exactly 24 hours from now, going over to Anne's place and be up on her panel. So I hope to see you guys all there. If not, I will catch you on the next According to Leanie. Thank you for being here. Can't be good at it. Can't be good at it. Send me pictures or videos. I need content. Irati. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Be good. Bye, guys.